I wrote Black Stats because I wanted to compile an easy reference of contemporary information to help inform our conversations about Black America's current conditions.
The final play, take me through it.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're gonna get. Don't you ever talk about me.
The way in which he was cast as a thug and the way in which people negatively responded to him engaging based purely on his appearance and his so-called cockiness, I think is associated with a stat that we found, how Black players are 67% of the players in the NFL, but they receive 92% of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. There's this ongoing criminalization and negative or destructive public narrative associated with being cocky and Black. Over time, this very destructive image of a welfare, sort of the welfare queen, has played a role in how people respond to poverty and, I guess, among Black women. Black people now account for less than a third of TANF recipients. So this idea of a Black welfare queen really just has no credence and is not really justifiable. Often in education, we hear, probably more often than not, that Black parents are not engaged in conversations about education at home. In fact, 83% of Black high school students have had their homework checked at home, compared with 57% of white students and 59% of Asian students. The popular narrative for so many years has been, there are more Black men in prison than in college.
We have more work to do when more young Black men languish in prison than attend colleges and universities across America.
And that's not true. Today, there are 600,000 more Black men in college than there are in prison. So in the conversation about progress, 84% of Black Americans aged 25 and older now have a high school diploma or better, compared to just 31% in 1970. And 20% of Black Americans have a college degree or better, compared with just 4% from 1970. So there is a story of progress. The other thing I wanted to say that is least talked about is the level of service among Black college students. HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities, actually have the highest rate of student involvement in service than any other colleges. And that level of civic engagement is a story that we could definitely tell much more.